After decades of dealing with drug addiction, Sly Stone finally got clean in 2019, leaving his three kids free to enjoy what they called the most normal times yet with their father. Questlove's new documentary, Sly Lives, Aka the Burden of Black Genius, chronicles the rise and fall of famed everyday people, rockers, Sly and the Family Stone, from their humble beginnings and superstardom to the addictions that ultimately derailed frontman Stone's career. In the film, which premiered at Sundance and is now streaming on Hulu, Stone's son and two daughters speak to their experiences with their father, both when they were children and now as adults. Daughter Navina Carmel, 43, says she didn't have a lot of interaction with Stone, 81, as a child, and even recalls calling his house at age 10 only to find he was so out of it he didn't know who she was. I didn't like it. It was not a good feeling, she says. At that point, I wanted something better for him. Son Sylvester Stewart Jr., meanwhile, whom the star shares with ex-wife Kathy Silva, says he doesn't have many normal stories with his father, though he's aware that much of Stone's life was spent under a tremendous amount of pressure. A lot has been taken from him over the years, but I've always felt like I know where his soul is coming from and I know where his heart is coming from, he says. These last few years are the most normal times I've had with him. Carmel then demonstrates just how normal things have become, saying that when she asked Stone what he wanted to eat for his birthday, all he asked for was a big pizza with all of the toppings. He's also a big fan of westerns and cars, she says. He's kind of just like a standard old black man. Daughter Fun Stone, whose mother is the late Sly and the Family Stone co-founder and trumpet player Cynthia Robinson, adds that she believes her dad is actually really shy, but drugs helped him be fearless. Stone, who has chronic obstructive pulmonary disease and has lost a large amount of his lung capacity, got clean in 2019, according to The Guardian. In 2023, he told the outlet he only sobered up after his doctor told him in 2019 that if he continued to smoke crack, he'd ruin his lungs or die. It was the fourth time in recent years Stone had been hospitalized due to breathing difficulties, and he was finally able to clean up his act. During a recent Q and a screening of the film, producer Joseph Patel explained that he and Questlove opted not to feature Stone on camera in a new interview because it didn't feel right given his frail health. Amar's first thing he said was, "Let's tell the story with a lot of empathy." "That's not empathetic," Patel said. "We interviewed Sly for the Oscar-winning documentary Summer of Soul in 2020. And he had just gotten clean, and he doesn't have the motor function. He can't speak in full sentences. His eyes reveal a precociousness and a lucidity that's there, but his motor function doesn't exist." While the documentary doesn't skip over Stone's decades-long struggle with substance abuse, Questlove said the most important part was to present Stone as a person rather than a personality, because it's rare that black people get seen as humans.